if Dante, because I remember speaking to Dante after his set with Bojack, and he said he doesn't really play, he doesn't usually play the way he did against Bojack. So let's see if he's able to change his ways back to his default play style this time around.
Yeah, because last time he was playing a little bit more aggressively than he normally would. He was going for a lot of his snare dash JVs and all that. And it affected him in later matches.
All right. There, I'm kind of shocked by that combo. It usually does. Dante's using the burn weak point early. I would have went into Valiant, but let's see what he got. Backdash from the corner. That's not really a good idea. Mashing out Panzer. I guess both like a practitioner of not wanting to block. This can be double weak points. I saw that barrier fly. He tried to bait the burst, which is good. There's really no reason not to flash the barrier on the way down when doing Panzer. Because you can still convert when you land and add the
you can bait bursts. Yeah.
So Dante gets the first round. Somewhat sloppy, instant blocks the Gustav. This is very good usage. Dante's always rising with barrier. This is the to block a 6C to react to air movement. Speaking of blocking 6Cs,
gets failed by that. Opens up with 5 evil landing.
Not the throwing meter. That's very good. You saved it for later. Panzer starter at that range isn't that good. He tried to tech the throw. Unfortunately, TRM.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. Yeah, and then there's just his Oki, but gets out of the corner because cross-ups are for days. Oh, this is big damage.
Unfortunately, in CF2, Azrael can actually do 6D RC 5B.
Wait, you can?
Yes, because 6D and 3D had a change where, if you look closely, it takes slightly longer for the opponent to actually fall after the hit.
Oh,
so,
hit
and
stop,
because
hit
of that,
stop, right?
Yeah, there's more hit stop. So because of that, he can actually RC and get 5B. So Dante takes the first game pretty convincingly. In his first attempt, speaking with Dante after the set, he also said he does better in longer sets as opposed to quicker sets. And which is why he kind of he also attests that to a reason why he lost, because it was a very short set. And Bojack's very unpredictable. I will give Bojack that. He's a very unpredictable player.
Yeah, like being unpredictable in a short set is actually really good. That's why Leo won Arc Revo.
Yeah. First to ones.
Yeah, first to ones, you have to be the most random player because you can't, because if you're going to be adapting on the fly, you need to have an unpredictable strategy your opponent just cannot deal with in time.
Yeah, which is why Dante says he plays better in longer sets, because even unpredictability after a while loops in on itself.
Yeah, he starts getting a read on your pattern, all that. Which is a hallmark of a player when they actively adapt to you in a long set, and they're just like, all right, I know everything you're going to do. Prove to me that I have to adapt to you.
Exactly. I'm seeing some very high committal things in neutral, and a lot of dedication to round start RPS.
Typically, the most safest thing you could probably do is just round start backdash, but considering the type of player Bojack is, I don't think he would be inclined to do that kind of option.
Right. This can be double weak points. Gets high weak point, I'm gonna assume. There's no reason not to. It's a better weak point overall. Good job. Using to hit him out of balance, hit him out of Sentinel. Bojack really needs to stop not blocking.
It's fine to RPS your options every once in a while, but Azrael's pressure is extremely good at eliminating some of the options in terms of RPSing the defense.
Right.
Because his pressure is built on frame traps and buttons that are really low recovery, so if you do anything risky like a backdash or a DT, and he's ready for it, he'll actively kill you for it.
Exactly. Unfortunately, he gets the fatal, but drops this TK. Doesn't go for TK Tigers, goes for Valiant or Gustav. I'm sorry.
Gustav for the safe ender. Oh, big damage.
Recovers fast enough to bait the burst, but he's too far for Gustav to hit.
Oh, that's sad. Lands the JB, but goes for the Hornet reset.
Bojack, I'm gonna need you to read the Azrael combo doc again. You're going for a lot of 5BB Tiger when you could go 5B 2C.
Although Although, like, to be fair, it's the easier confirm to do when you're like in a high pressure situation.
True. I guess it could be different familiarity with the character, but I'm seeing it a lot after like IAD JB into 5A. That I view that as having ample time to confirm what you're going for, whether or not a hit, as opposed to the first hit is 5B. In that case, then it's like if you go for 5BB, then yeah, by all means, then that makes sense. But I think Bojack should start paying attention to what hits and what doesn't, and start going for pressure or confirms from there.
Yeah, like hit confirming is a really good skill to have, and that just sort of builds up over time. Or if you could just train on that as well, because you can just like set the block on random into that just. I can speak.
Right. Don't worry, I'm stuttering a lot tonight.
You're right. we're both stuttering. We're both good at this.
3-0. Double 6A. Both of those would have lost to round start 3C. And I say round start 3C because me and Dante have this thing where when we fight, we kind of do round start 3C and it clashes, and from there it's just guerrilla time. Good job baiting, catching the backdash. Doesn't 6C fast in time. A lot of people don't know this. If Azrael gets fatal counter, 5C and an air hit, he can react with Panzer and then RC and
you can actually RC Panzer from 5C counter hit? Oh no. Get Chow back here. Oh god, he left the he accidentally, I think he lagged out the chat. Get him back in here. Okay, I guess I'll just do solo duty. Meanwhile, Bojack's in the corner, boy. Catches to roll with like TCL, but like. Alright. Alright, so that's a perfect, but hopefully that won't shake Dante. It's just like, alright, that's one perfect.
Dante knows what he... Oh, reacting to it properly is the type of
Wake up, son, Dump. Goes over to A, 2D.
Yo, can I just give him a sentinel drive? Like, title in this head.
Welcome back, man. I randomly got booted from a voice chat. I don't know how.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Parrot game is back as well.
Anyways, as I was saying, when you guys didn't hear me.
Yeah, like Azrael can 5C fatal counter and react with the Panzer RC.
Bojack's play, actually, all right, that was Panzer attempt. He should be dead. He didn't even need to do.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He probably could have done like 5B. He probably could have done like 5B overdrive into EA.
Yep.
That probably would have worked.
5C Gustav actually wasn't even required at that point. He could have did 5C into 3D and saved the meter. Bojack's play. I want to talk about Bojack's play instead of being layer one about it and saying he's a very wild player. I feel like Bojack's play. I think this is factual, honestly. I really think Bojack's play loses pretty hard to just patient reactionary play in neutral. Like honestly, I feel like if Dante just stands there and just reacts to what Bojack does, it's very easy for him to let Bojack just kind of hang himself in neutral and let Dante get away with straight hits. Because Azrael's a character who's less about pressure and RPS and more about converting off of straight hits and neutral. If you watch a lot of Azrael play, you'll see random 5Cs, random JBs hit. Because they're in neutral, and from that he either gets his offense going or he gets damaged.
And there are some of his best buttons in neutral.
Yeah, I feel like that's really pivotal in fighting Bojack's play. Just be patient with what he does. Like Bojack's doing a lot of 6A in spaces where he shouldn't. Well,
he's doing a lot of high committal approaches that can easily be stopped with patience.
I understand why he's doing 6A, but he's doing it to catch Gustav. Gustav actually in this matchup isn't that great because of 6A. Or one can argue that 6A isn't that great because of Gustav.
It's either or, depending on how you apply it.
Yes, double weak point. I had a feeling both are going to try. Both are either going to try to escape or CA. Either which way, Dante gets the hit. No.
Are we going to be seeing her another round star 6A, or are we going to see a round star 3C? Called it. And I have no idea why 3C has low invuln, because it just does. But like, whatever. Meanwhile,
yeah, random foot and ball on 3C is honestly just like, even I'm kind of pumped about it, really.
Yeah, because I know it's a little bit off topic. It reminded me of the time when Bang had like head invuln in his 3C, and it's just like, why was that even a thing?
I guess the reason behind it is because of the fact that he kind of hops when he does it. Because the low and low is at that point during the hop.
Yeah,
trying to bait the burst. That was a good point to bait it. But I wouldn't have went for that. I don't agree with that concept.
Yeah, he put him out of the corner, but 5D the landing doesn't matter. Thank you, Dogra, for teaching us the lesson. 5D the landing. It's an extremely strong tool for Azrael, no matter who does it.
It is. It's very. Azrael is a very weird character in the sense that like a lot of things I don't think would work works, and they're also pretty committal. A lot of people don't know that this stuff, you know, most Azraels do are actually very committal. They just say, oh, it worked because this character's stupid. No, there's a lot of risk reward going on there. You're kind of getting lucky.
But it's
Bojack is like me in the sense that you kind of don't really care after OD. OD in of itself is an RPS forcer, you know.
Because either they invuln through and they block, invuln through or mash, invuln through or EA. And if you just go beat like 2 of the 3 options that aren't like block or anything like that, you can just like kill it.
Yeah. That was a good double sentinel confirm from Dante to take game 4. He's looking like his normal self now.
Got his little confidence back.
Yeah. There's still kind of a lot of there's a lot of scrambles going on in yeah, Dante won it. It's 4-0 right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scrambles going on in neutral and on defense. I've yet to see Dante really get put on defense in like the corner specifically. You know, there's random like defensive moments where he's blocking a 2A mid-screen, but like really being put in the corner, being thrown to the mixer, I've yet to see that.
Like most of the time when Bojack gets put into Bojack puts Dante in the corner, he goes for like a side switch immediately as layer 1.
Yeah.
But layer 1 should just be establishing that you have to be careful of what's in front of you, and then layer 2 will be like what's behind.
Yeah. I wouldn't go for Bojack's let's not say what I would go for. Bojack's going for, like I said, Bojack's going for a lot of side switches on Oki. Like, he would get a knockdown. Good OD reaction through. Unfortunately, it was too early, Dante. Your reactions are too good.
I know that feel.
We all know that feel. Oh my god.
2C anti-air the 6 there.
As I was saying, Bojack, he really pressed 5A after normal block Gustav. It worked, so I gotta commend him for it.
It was an RPS situation, so it was actually a guess on his part. You guessed right.
Right. I don't know what Dante was going for that after, like, to actually lose to 5A after that normal block Gustav. You'll see more RPS situations after instant block Gustav as opposed to normal block Gustav. Because, you know, they block Gustav, you made it seem, plus.
Yeah, but you can actually mitigate the RPS of instant block Gustav by OSing 5A into 4B.
Yeah, I said that earlier. It's 4A 5B. And like I said, a lot of characters, they can do that, and it'll beat Azrael's 5A. It'll recover fast enough to block Panzer, and it'll also recover fast enough to react to give you time to react to his backdash and then de-dash up on it.
Yeah, basically.
Honestly, not even mitigate. It completely removes the RPS.
Yeah, you just hit stop OS of the DP and then just like stop him from doing anything else. His only option is backdash.
Let me not say it removes RPS because there is another layer. And it lies in his 5-frame Growler. Granted, it only affects a select few characters.
Why?
Like a big example is Susanoo. Susanoo's fastest normal is 7 frames, and Azrael is -2 after instant block restop.
So yeah, results in trade.
If he does 2A, Growler will trade. And Greek, you're gonna cry at this. If Azrael has a lower weak point, he can actually convert off of that trade meeting issue.
He's dead.
Are you
He's actually
okay?
dead.
What? He did it.
Remember that time he died?
What the hell? Did Tail just like have a stroke or something? What the hell? Are you okay?
So, this is Bojack's first game on the board.
Chaotic, come back! Chaotic, please! Come back!
I'm sorry, it's just nostalgia. It's honestly been so long since I myself have attempted to exceed Excel, or exceed Excel through or no, I'm sorry, to armor through an exceed Excel. So to see that again, it just brought back memories.
Man, you say you have a hard time armoring through exceed cells. I do that every day.
Yeah, but the difference is yours is more safe, I think. Well, no,
I have a jump cancel and explosion behind it.
True.
Yeah,
True.
I just with Azrael, if it hits, that's honestly 9K.
That's even better than mine.
With resources, mind you. Without resources,
better than mine.
Without resources, I'm only getting 6K.
Okay, this guy's talking about life. What the hell?
Bojack, with these
he's doing a lot of TCL performance cancels, and that is actually not working.
Like I said earlier about Bojack, he says he enjoys the way he plays. He knows the flaws, but he enjoys it. And really, when it comes down to it, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that matters. He's having fun, right?
Just
he's having fun.
Play with your heart. Play with your heart.
But
it's what I do.
Doesn't mean it's optimal. There is Rector RPS with Azrael, but with Valiant and Hornet, it's kind of gone if you just know how to react.
It's sort of at the same level of now to Rector RPS.
Yeah.
Well, not the same level, but
because now it's Rector. So now it's stable. But
yeah, now it's better Rectors.
Yeah, all around, I think. Good block on the Sentinel, now what people don't do to fight these Valiant and Hornet post Rekka is just fuzzy them.
Catches the forward dash, and this is death.
I'd wait to get it. That's gonna be a quick game. There's a lot of like I said, a lot of very sloppy, just neutral and scrambles going on. Bojack's one of, if not the most offensive-based Azraels I've seen in North America. Of course, in Japan, that goes to Icon. But
Perfect Gorilla.
Perfect Gorilla.
Perfect Gorilla.
Like, if you're not playing like Icon, then you're not playing Azrael.
Exactly, you're not playing Perfect Gorilla, which is the weirdest optimal way to play the character.
Dante not going for the safe jump. Chooses to 2C him out of 2C. Alright.
Foozies, man. Foozies.
When people say all Azraels think alike, technically speaking, they're not wrong.
because even Dante knew a 2C was coming. He's just like, yeah, on to Dante.
Yeah. Or wait, 1-2 Dante. I'm pretty sure the score is
5-1, I believe.
5-1. Oh, all right. My fault. My apologies.
Yeah, like yeah, Bojack won the one game with a 6.1K combo. And that was actually kind of nice.
I'm still kind of in the loop about that.
I completely forgot what the starter was.
It was Fatal Counter Horn.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah, without resources, Azrael's only really getting that damage with off of like Valiant or Hornet.
Man's is for big boy plays. I respect big boy plays.
Yeah.
It's how you play some characters optimally.
I have my gripes, but Anti-air's him out of J2D, funnily enough.
Probably could have converted more off of that because that was countering it.
Yeah. Could have got 6B into Valiant. Though you actually don't need counter for that. This is be damage. Yes, that's a good point to burst. That would have been 5.8k if the confirm was done properly.
5B deep auto baits the DP? That's actually kind of weird. Okay. 6A, proving why it's good against Gustav, and catching back dash.
You should be dead off of it. Alright, good use of reverse DP input to hit him out of the cross up, because if he did Growler, I'm pretty sure JB would add a point in its animation where it would have hit him out of it, or at least got a trade.
Even then, trade probably still would have been in his favor.
Right. Dropped the fatal counter combo, he could have got a root point in about 3k.
Gets 3C first double by trying to 5A.
I can't necessarily be mad at Bojack who's a 3C like that, because 3C, as a 3C at least, is actually every now and then a good 50 tool.
It's very good. It's very good to surprise people with in a range that like you wouldn't expect Azrael to stick with.
Yeah, because at far ranges, people, you should ODS. OD.
Dante.
Astral.
Boy. 5A Astral. 5A Astral is punished.
What? I'm upset.
Dante, I'm disowning you.
Is that how we feel?
That was the primest opportunity to 5A Astral and he didn't go for it. I'm actually upset. I am biased right now. I don't care. That was the opportunity and he disappointed me. I am disowning him from the family.
Either which way. A couple of drop to kill confirmed into Banana Bros. But Dante still gets the win. The score is currently 6-1. Dante's favor. Bojack better figure out what he's doing wrong before Dante gets 4 more wins.
They're both going to reset the server after this match, so we're going to be waiting for an interim after.
Bojack's next tactic should be kicking his router.
They're both going to reset the router right now, so
Oh, apparently they have not been having a good connection.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was kind of shaky when I played against Bojack as well. Fuck it, wants to do one match while they reset the router.
Boop.
Oh yeah, let me tell you about 5D anti-air and how that is actually...
5D is also another good pussy tool.
5D
Hasbro has.
Like, I have been hit by 5D anti-air in the mirror, and I'm just like, why is this even a button? Well, why can you... Why is 5D a button?
He's a well-made character. Everyone loves Hasbro, right?
Yeah, I do too. That's why I think he's stupid. Why do they put him in cross tag?
So many people are gonna play him in cross tag. Is what I'm meaning the character.
No. They're gonna be playing cross tag with Azrael and Gordo on the team.
Exactly. Like, too many Azraels for my personal taste.
And then you're just gonna be like, man, this character's so different, but he's also the same, but he's even better.
I'll still have the best confirms on planet Earth with this character.
5C into 3C is an auto combo.
Isn't it great?
That is stupid. And
I
then,
still personally think it should be 4 different control schemes for 4 different games.
yeah, it would be nice. When my only plus move is my fucking 6A.
I RC that. Whoa.
Talk about conversions.
That was a good one. I'll give it that. I think it's pretty cool looking.
I usually do like run up to D in order to bait reversals, because it's actually kind of like my safest option to do that. When normally people would just be like doing safe jumps or some shit, I just like run up to D. Oh no. Oh. Well, I was expecting 5D, thank God.
Whoa! I'm funny. That was a very good conversion.
I have the hottest confirms in the biz, boy. No, I have the deadest confirms in the biz, boy. And I'm just gonna cross up. Fine.
If at first we don't succeed, gorilla again.
We got a gorilla for sale. Gorilla for sale.
Gorilla for sale.
Gorilla for sale. Got a gorilla for sale. Okay, check this out though. Let's do it, baby. No. I'm out. +2, baby.
I don't know why. You know, I said it's plus and I still press the button.
Yeah, check this out. Alright, check this out.
Whoa, my DP, I panzered. I'm out.
Sometimes, you wanna know what's funny? Sometimes, I cross you up without crossing you up, and I'm still on the same side.
Oh.
Because Furukazan is the weirdest thing you ever have to deal with in pressure. Like, there are even times where I'm like, wait, did I even cross you up? Fuck it, let me just do down dash 5B and see if it hits.
Uh-huh.
Has he returned?
Okay.
Yes, cool. So that was
Alright, Dante's in.
mission, guys. So we'll get this started again. Oh,
Now we just need
You
Bojack.
just skip only,
Oh,
just
wait,
skip
wait,
only
Bojack.
fight Dante.
Now where's Bojack? Now where's Bojack? Yeah.
Fight Dante.
Fuck it, you fight Dante for one.
I'm not picking Rock. I'm not picking Azrael.
Neato, boys. Oh boy, bloodage, boys.
Even in a different timeline, we play the same character.
It's not even a different timeline, it's an alternate dimensional timeline.
The same logic still applies.
You're right.
to a degree.
Man, if you did OD versus me, I would immediately stop pressure and then just press 2D.
I believe you.
And you know what's funny? It's actually really hard to OD through bang pressure for some reason. Even though it looks like it shouldn't be that hard. I blame 2B.
One day I'll learn to react to 5C online. Dante picking the horrible Halloween colors. Wow.
What are you talking about? This color's God. Zach says this as he picks the zombie color.
I mean, Halloween zombie.
The real zombie color is the green one.
True. But I just stuck with the blue one was the one that I used in the previous game. But it looks better on CP. It doesn't look as good.
Meanwhile, Rugman doing some raggy boo stuff. Best DP in the business. Yo, hit him with the big boy sword. Now, Naruto, you think he's a small guy? No, he a big boy. He has to do big boy plays. See, that's big boy foozies.
Wow. I knew you'd do that too.
Yo, big boy DP. You're actually gonna convert it off to that a lot better. Oh, you're fucking dead. Never mind.
What? My instant block.
Where?
I know that feel. I know that feel all too well.
We do try.
it's also a problem with me because I try to insta-block everything online. Everything.
Because I don't want to think that, you know, oh, it's necessary, I'm not going to do it. I will practice it even if it's and I don't care.
I played Persona and that required me to insta-block everything. And I played Yosuke, where if I insta-block everything and I manage DP, I win. Let me tell you about having a 1-frame counter DP that activates on frame 1. Oh my god, Yosuke was so good. I'll pick up Yosuke and BB tag, I guess, if Bang doesn't make it up. And he's dead.
I was holding back.
You're right. You're right. You didn't do the big boy confirms.
That OS was tight.
What? My confirms are better than Jim Days. Anyways, Bojack.
What the fuck was that? My headphones exploded.
Okay, there we go.
Jim is whack.
I can see the next exhibition has already been named.
Alright.
Okay, so we're gonna resume now, guys. I'll leave you with KOA Games and Greek Ascendant.
That's the name of the business. Wait.
When I last checked, the score was indeed 6. He's going to Ragna.
No, we can't have this. We actually can't have this.
Is he doing a test, maybe? I don't know.
I'll assume it's a connection test.
Yeah, let's assume it's a connection test.
He hasn't said anything. Oh wait, hold on. No, he hasn't said anything.
Yeah, but he's already a gamer. He's already like won a game, so he can't even switch. Yeah. If they're doing this as a connection test, then I wouldn't mind.
I mean, Fight Night rules are made, and the exhibition matches are made by the players themselves. So.
No, whatever. It could probably work. Meanwhile, we're just seeing. How does the Ragna matchup fare against Azrael anyway?
It's 5.5, 4.5 in my opinion. No, very close to even.
Ragna's favor or Azrael favor? Fuzzy buttons.
Yeah. Like I said, Azrael's more a neutral, a character who kind of thrives off of neutral conversion. But Ragna can basically do the same neutral conversion with better buttons. And by better, I mean kind of like safer, in the sense that they can whiff, and there's kind of like not that much risk to, it's kind of hard to explain, but basically Ragna's neutral conversions is more grounded in the sense that he can have them block and go into pretty safe pressure, whereas Azrael kind of has these frame traps, but at the same time there's gaps big enough to be disrespected. You know, in Ragna's pressure, there's no forced endpoint for Ragna's pressure as opposed to Azrael's pretty sort of pressure.
So it's basically like Ragna's a much more fundamentally sound character than Azrael is.
Yeah.
It's just Azrael's more explosive.
Mm-hmm, exactly. It really helps that Ragna has is in the lower health pool for the game. We're doing Devoured by Darkness and Neutral.
Grab your hands, boys.
All right. Stuff like that. It's also really easy for Ragna to just straight up disrespect Azrael's wake up. Like Dante did right there with 2B. Ragna's 2B can also low profile pen.
Yeah, I can see that being a thing.
It's also a very good pressure tool. 3C is randomly jump cancelable. That's pretty annoying.
That's actually pretty good for Ragna. And that's a big boy damage.
5k if he does it right. What?
Oh, was he going for the ender though? Was he going for the super?
I don't know what he was going for.
Neutral jumping over Gustav, that's a good answer.
That's how you fight Gustav. You just play outside of his range. It's really that simple.
Play outside of the range where it's easily reactable, and then immediately like react accordingly to it with a DP or a neutral jump. Whip recovery is very lengthy.
Gustav isn't the end-all be-all neutral tool. It's standard. It's very easy to fight. You just play outside of his range. A very like basic Azrael will kind of hang himself using like solely Gustav as a main reliance to get in when he can just walk. He can let the opponent come to him. He can move via the air, although his air movement is once you're in the air as Azrael, your options become far more linear and far more like streamlined to be unfavorable for you, because once you're in the air, it just becomes a matter of just anti-air Azrael. The opponent can face you down. It's really that simple, as opposed to like characters like 9 or like Izanami, where you have to take into account the many air options they have.
Man, it feels so good to have a double air dash.
Bang as well. Bang's it's kind of why it's also a really annoying matchup for me, because Bang is just a very good in the air, in my opinion. I could be wrong on that though.
He's very good in the air. Like it's actually his main preferred place to be rather than on the ground.
Yeah.
Because like he doesn't have neutral buttons on the ground. Like his best neutral buttons are 5A, 5B, and 2B, and that's about it. And 3C on occasion, which I do a lot for some reason. I like to fish for the fatal.
Yeah. So apparently, according to Dante, I spoke to Dante. He said that was a connection test. So I'm not sure if that counts for Bojack.
Yeah, they played a full match. I'll take. I mean, damn. That didn't even look like. I mean,
well, let's just count it for Bojack, just to be safe.
Yeah, but he didn't tell anyone. You can't just say, oh, that was a button check. I think I checked Discord, I checked,
yeah, you have to inform us beforehand.
Yeah, you can't just play a game, lose. I'm not saying he's the type of person to play a game, lose and OS. You didn't tell Bojack.
Yeah, you dork.
Yeah, you didn't tell Bojack. Like, that doesn't count.
Yeah, it's not
I think we should just give 9 games to Bojack.
Okay, wow.
Okay, let's not get too drastic. I'd say just make it even game.
Personally, they should both these colors are garbage. Wow.
Yes.
Wait a minute. He's doing my confirm. Well,
Kamina color is godlike. Yellow color, I can agree with you.
it's only godlike because of Kamina.
That's why it's godlike.
Yes, it kind of speaks for itself.
So it's not the Kamina color, it's Kamino that's godlike.
But here's the thing. What if we gave Azrael a Broly palette?
You know, I do have the improvement mod for Blaze Blue on Steam. I can make that happen.
What if you do that?
I can do that. I was planning on doing it one night, but instead I gave him 2 Undernight palettes.
Yeah, but like
The
the thing is, Broly is just he has a pelvic thrust for a 5M and most
And God Press.
Yeah, and guard press. You cannot stop this man. He will hit you with the greatest of ease.
The greatest. Yeah. Man, who's hyped for Dragon Ball? I'm not right now.
Yo, I have my team complete now. I can stop sandbagging.
I tried to play like net play on DBF earlier, and I'm just like, wow, I actually cannot click with this game.
Yeah, so connection tested is then. So
Yeah,
we'll still give it to Bojack because we hate Dante over here.
Wow. No,
Yeah, because Dante's a scrub.
no.
Fuck Dante.
Bojack assumed it was a check, so I'll take the point off. He did assume, so it's cool.
No, give him like 8 points.
Chill.
Give him like the 10 matchup. There you go.
No, give him like 99.
Oh god.
No, Dante has to win 10 games.
What I
Bojack has
noticed
to win
Dante's
100.
been doing, he's been doing a lot of 2A 2D. It's a double-edged sword, because if the opponent does a regular get-up, then 2D, I said earlier, 2D 2A will both whiff under Sentinel, but give you 2D 5A, I apologize. Well, 2D will whiff Sentinel, but give you enough time to 5A anti-air, and it will low profile Panzer, the 2D. So that's really good for like the wake-up options Bojack is more accustomed to, but 2D 2A will lose to just regular get-up.
When Dante insta blocks the Gustav, it still gets counter hit anyways. God bless that play.
But it happens offline too.
This is why you fuzzy mash, guys. This is why you fuzzy mash.
You kind of see a lot of like autopiloting after after 5C in neutral, you see like you saw Dante get air fatal counter 5C and then whip Tiger. Not necessarily a bad thing. Oh,
active frames.
I hate to see that kind of thing happen. As I was saying, back to 5C, it's not a bad thing at all to use it to press it and then react to what happens next. If Dante reacted properly, like I said, he could have got an actual confirm. I would not have used super there. Or I don't agree with using super there. Mainly because that's just a lot of burst you're giving back to him that you could have avoided. All right.
Nice.
All right, so basically we just witnessed Chaotic versus Dante.
The difference is instead of dive kick mash after 3C, we just take an air throw.
And
that was the fastest jump cancel I've ever seen in my life.
I feel like baiting burst is easier in this game than it is in most other games. Because it's just sort of like that, you feel like it's gonna happen, then it just happens,
yeah.
and it's quick. 6 frames.
Ooh, had to come down with a JB. I didn't see the startup, but I know for a fact that was a JB. I sensed the JB. And he got anti-air with 5C. 5C becomes an amazing button at full screen, or at max range, by the way. When they're at the tip of the jacket, it's an amazing button.
Yeah, because seriously, who can whiff punish that?
Exactly.
Who can whiff punish a fucking jacket?
I've seen SKD whiff punish full range 5C from Dante as Easy Oi with an Astral.
Well, that's because it's Easy Oi.
Ease up, boys.
Go home.
Although I'll be right back. Okay. Chow, please hold the fort for me.
I can't promise anything.
No, I can help you there.
Zach, here's what I'm talking about when I mean they both lose. Bojack really just picked Cadis Carnival.
I mean, you know, I know you
mean nothing.
I mean,
you want to lose too?
I mean, last time I joined Blaze Blue by Wiki, I know he's.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna need you to do. I'm gonna need you to give me ownership of Fight Nights and just leave.
He's revoking your Blaze Blue card. Yeah.
Please, Chaotic Fame and Unseen grilled me for picking that song.
Cadis Carnival's a cute song, don't get me wrong. But to fight to? No. And this is coming from the guy who would fight to Stardust Memory.
What? I'm not giving Fight Night to someone like you.
No.
Oh, you can't just call up a fight and listen to that during a match? Are you crazy? That's pretty sweet.
Dude, alright, this is why I always autopilot to Must Die.
Nah, I had enough of that nonsense, man.
What? Really? Fight Night ownership, give it to me.
No, but I've always told people the reason about that. I love the song, but when you hear it every day versus every person you fight, yo, pick Must Die. Every day, every hour, every minute, nah, it's burning me out.
Must Die is above that though. Must Die is one of the few songs on planet Earth that we're just gonna crouch VP. Must Die is one of the few songs on planet Earth that just completely like is unaffected by that.
Nah, I need variety in my life. I'm a musical fan, man. I need to hear more than one song. I mean, I can listen to a banger for a couple of hours, but every day, nah.
Dude, that thing is my alarm clock, which is funny.
Every day.
Every time I hear that song, I literally just start dancing like some random person.
When Must Die is around as much as Oxygen, there's a problem.
Yo, Must Die is Oxygen.
That's a
good thing we're lacking in both. Cha-cha-cha.
No, it should not be around like Oxygen. That's where I draw the line. That's where, like, I'll just stop there. I love the song, don't get me wrong, the song is mad hype, but people pick it for me, so I don't need to pick it. If I'm picking the song, I'm picking anything.
He's just gonna pick Black Onslaught too.
I like the original songs more, and I'm a God of War enthusiast.
I forgot Black Onslaught even existed, honestly.
Even I did too. I was like, wait, this is still a song?
Oh, by the way, Dante's on set point.
Yeah,
ooh,
it's
nice.
currently 9-1. So this is the make or break point for Bojack.
We just need an extra one because this might get pretty spicy.
To win 9 games in a row versus DanteRedGrave to survive this. Otherwise, this
I think he can do it.
Yeah, he can. Hey, if you could take 1, you can take 9. That's how I see it.
Yep.
But
well, Dante's confirms aren't good, so Bojack can win by default.
I was gonna say the way that Bojack plays, and also they're on the wrong side for those of you that are watching. Bojack is yellow and DanteRedGrave is red. Just in case anyone gets it. But like I was saying,
Bojack is Lakers. Dante is Camille.
Damn.
Because when Bojack beat Dante in the first three, although Dante felt he wasn't playing at his best, playing rather different than he usually. First, most people, Bojack will like do like 20, 70 jumps. But when he fights against Dante, there's like a degree of like respect where he'll do different things. He'll still be playing in a way that, you know it's Bojack, but the things that he was doing against him in the first three was way different to how he plays against everyone else. So we can bring it back, but it's going to be, he's going to have to change his playstyle a lot, and he's on a good start right now. But time to tell, and let's see what Dante has to say about it. 6-8.
Here's what I'm talking about: reactionary play. Dante should just kind of like, what is this?
Oh, and there's the good stuff that that Chaotic was talking about. He just moved out of the way. And this matchup is not that strong, especially if Azrael's backdash. He gets rid of it as well. Because you can backdash Gustav and punish it.
If you backdash Gustav, you have to do it from really early. Really, really early. If you like backdash on reaction, you're not going to punish it.
Oh, no.
Dante gets the high weak point.
Okay, yeah, he went in for the 6C and then the
This would be 6B Valiant, it's double weak point.
Yeah.
Bojack can actually lose. Bojack actually has to like get out of there now. If he blocks, he loses. Alright, he's out of there.
Now he needs to maintain that. He needs to
now he needs to knock it. Now he needs to not block.
Yeah, he needs to, that was smart. That was smart.
It's over.
Yeah. It was smart. The 6A was smart, but it was over when he got touched.
That was cool.
Yeah. That was a
No matter what, Bojack needed to just needed to avoid getting touched completely for 13 more seconds.
Yeah. So that's why the 6A was definitely a smart idea, because he went through the 5C, but yeah, you can't dodge Dante forever.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, Azrael's weak points last 17 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yes, 17 seconds. I think I forgot the exact frames, but you can like set a weak point and then count, and at second 17 they'll run out.
Okay. Are there any like end of game things that you want to say about the matchup and how it went, Greek and Chaotic? Like anything that you want to tell people?
Azraels don't play like that all the time.
Yep. I can attest to that one. Hey, I can attest to that one.
I'm joking. That was a very wild set. It was very offensive heavy, not a lot of like defensive play. Near the end, Dante started to play more reactionary neutral, but even then there was still a precedence on offensive and moving forward, and just mounting his pressure. And Bojack is kind of, he always has an on switch. There's on, there's off. Bojack's always on. Yeah. He's always moving forward, always going. If you have him on defense, you best believe he's gonna try and get out of it as soon as possible. There's so many defensive options like Bojack can use that he doesn't use. Yeah. You really only see Sentinel, Panzer, and Backdash. There's counter assault, there's barrier, there's OD.
There's a good old-fashioned block.
Insta blocking.
Good. There's the four. There's four. There's the back button.
Yeah, the back button's the best defensive option in the game.
There's instant block. Now, granted, what I'm about to say, this is net play, so take into account, lag, but instant block barrier in fighting Azrael in general, instant block barrier is just so strong versus him on defense. Yeah. Because as I said, Azrael's pressure is very short. It's short because of instant block barrier specifically. Yeah, it's very easy to push him out. And once he's pushed out, he has to rely on like larger moves to get in 5C Gustav, 6C, IAD, and using those you can just react to what he's gonna do. Oh, he IAD'd, I'll fuzzy jump, and then air block, and mitigate that incoming mix-up. Or he IAD'd, I'll anti-air. I'll anti-air 60. That anti-air 60 is obviously risky because that's fatal counter. Yeah. Or, oh, he did 5C Gustav. I'll OD through Gustav You understand? So there's just so many things Bojack could do. It's kind of how he views defense. I feel like he views defense as just I have to block and then get out, but he's not looking at it from short term and long term. I feel like he's only looking at it from short term, as in blocking and get out, and not just I'm blocking, but he's wasting his resources. For every second I block Azrael, that's one less second I have a weak point on me, and because of that, his pressure is far less scary because there's the chance of him getting high damage off of a straight hit is going away by the second. But that's really all I have. Dante still played like Dante. I have to have a word with him about the confirms.
But yeah, that was a good set. So
he went with confirms that worked for him. So you can't fault the band for that.
Yeah.
It ain't work for me.
I say as I cringe every time I see Dora do confirms.
Well, I guess. I mean, you can. That's everything he said was fair. So and also, before I end the recording, not the stream, just the recording. For those of you that don't know, Chaotic Games is currently trying to create a Azrael guide, if that's correct, a visual one.
I am.
So.
Oh my God, I am right.
Yes. So for those of you that are interested in Azrael or trying to learn the character, hit up Chaotic Games or be patient and wait, as he is currently creating a Azrael guide to help those new players understand the character, how he works, frame data and whatnot. It will have a lot of nitty-gritty things in it, so keep an eye on Chaotic Games. Chaotic Games, what is your Twitter?
It's at _chaotic games _.
Okay, there you go. So for those of you that want to contact him, or maybe, I don't know, you want to ask him some questions,
I'm actually looking forward to that guide, by the way, Zach. I'm actually waiting.
Chaotic
I'm going to wait so I can just see. I just want to wait for it.
Yeah, as you've already heard from him today, he's very knowledgeable about the character. But like I said before, if you are interested in learning the character, or getting a deeper knowledge of the character,
just like literally read it.
Yeah, if you guys want to get a deeper, understanding of the character, definitely get up Chaotic Games and get good with the character. So I'll end it there on the recording.
I do have a preview up on my Twitter of what I'm trying to get the guide to look like. It should be his Panzer. I'll link it in the Fight Night Discord to those of you who haven't seen. But for the most part, yeah, the aesthetic of that preview is kind of what I'm going for. I'm not even near halfway done. Not even near 25% done, actually.
Take your time.
But I'm trying to make it as good and as informative as possible. So please be patient with me on that. I'm trying to make it very good.
Can't wait to see what's in it so I can actually counter against it.
I'm doing it for both Azraels and non-Azrael players alike.
Yeah, I need to learn about that matchup.
So be on the lookout for it.
You're doing the community a good thing, so yeah, definitely.
Even before like Greek just explosion everything we do.
He already does.
I wouldn't put it past him. I think it's possible.
Like you have no idea how much I